Hello, everyone. Hey, how y'all doing? Yes, hold it. I forgot to have my light on. Yes, how y'all doing today? Yes, how everybody doing today? Well, it's been an uneventful day for me today, y'all. I'm just come on and talk about love and marriage in Huntsville. I was just thinking about the black woman. How the black woman is the least protected woman. I was thinking about Melody and what she going through with the castmates. And how it seems like everybody in that cast is disrespecting Melody. Anyway, good evening. Oh, it's still morning, ain't it? 11:46, y'all. Yeah, 11:46. So this morning, today, we're going to be talking about black woman being the most unprotected woman there is, y'all. Yeah, we are. And the reason I chose that topic is because of just watching how everybody on that cast have turned on Melody. Marceau, Martell, Maurice, all the wives also. And just about the entire cast have turned on Melody. And I think, oh yeah, Destiny also. And I think that they wouldn't be so quick to jump her if it wasn't for Martell. Martell, yes, he's the center of everything. He just started when him and Melody's was married, and he realized that he was not going to be able to put his foot on her throat anymore, and that she meant it, that she was leaving this time. He started bad mouthing that woman to every last cast member there was. Even Destiny, he started bad mouthing that woman. But we're gonna get into I'm gonna read this about why black women are the least protected black women. I mean, we feel like it, and it's not just a theory. It's some truth in that, y'all. Anyway, how everybody doing today? Who is this? I see Monique King. Good morning, Grandma. Good morning, Monique. I said I got 18 people up there. Good morning, Mama Oma from Carolyn. Good morning. Yes, it's still early, ain't it? A lot of people still at work. And y'all know they had called me to come in and do a shift. I just fill in sometimes. And I had said yeah last night, but I woke up with my tooth hurting at 3 o'clock in the morning, so I had to call in. But I was getting my mouth worked on now before I get my dentures. Like tomorrow I'll get 2 teeth pulled. Yeah, so I really apologize. I hate to promise somebody something and they be depending on me and I can't do it. But anyway, that's life sometimes. Good morning, Queen. Good morning, Linda Gamble. Good morning. I did mail some books off yesterday. Yeah, the post office is open here in Georgia on Saturdays to 1 o'clock. So that's one good thing about living down here. Yes. So we're going to get on here. It's 18 or 19 us in the house. I want to read to y'all about black women and why they're the most unprotected. But first, I'm put my disclaimer up there. Yes. This is for educational purposes only. Yes. And if music come on, I don't have no rights to the music. Yeah, what y'all think about coleslaw while I'm looking for the commentary? Yeah, coleslaw. One thing about it, coleslaw gonna always be there. She says she ain't going nowhere. So Mel gonna always have to deal with her. Well, she's trying not to, but she'll find a way to force herself and disrupt that woman's home. Just like she disrupted their vacation. Finding a way to force herself in, trying to force her child on Mel, through Martell. She trying to force her child to be, accepted. I'm show y'all my picture last year, y'all. That was me last year. Yeah. That was the last birthday I took, I guess. Okay. Okay, so this says black women. Can y'all see? Black women are the most unprotected. I'm gonna cut this light off because I don't like that glare. I'm coming, y'all. I'm cut some of these lights off so we can see better. Let me see. Can y'all see this better? Nope. Oh, it's not even on. Lord Jesus. Not even on. So black women are the most unprotected and disrespected people in society. I do not like that glare. That's a glare. I might just have to read it to y'all. But this is where I'm coming from. I'll just read it to y'all. Black women are the most unprotected and disrespected people in society. Yeah. So I was thinking about Melody, how everybody, I'm down to Carlos, how everybody, all her co-workers disrespecting her. The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman. And this is by Malcolm X. Malcolm X had always tried to take up for black women. In fact, that's why they put him out the Nation of Islam, because he was defending black women. Somebody had came to Malcolm X and told him that Muhammad, bless his soul, I'm just dealing with facts, that Muhammad, the leader, Elijah Muhammad, was having children with underage girls in the organization. He didn't want to believe it, but when the son, Elijah Muhammad's son, confirmed it, he knew it was true. And the mothers to the daughters too. So, he went on a campaign. He did not like that. And so he was kicked out of the Nation of Islam because he went against that. He was trying to protect the younger girls in the Nation of Islam, but they didn't like it. Anyway, it says the powerful quote by Malcolm X can still be applied to modern day society. And this is no disrespect to the Nation of Islam. This is what I read. Okay? Black women are the most unprotected and disrespected people in society because our pain and sorrows are made into jokes. And memes. Yeah. Dead bodies. Y'all remember the memes Mona sent me? That could have been a black woman right there. But they're made into memes by the society. Our pain isn't seen as equal in comparison to women of other races. As black women, we have to endure endless amount of pain due to comments made from other subjects. This pain is caused by colorist, featurist comments that are made by societies on an everyday basis. So this writer is just saying it could be something as simple as colors, like, you too black or you too light. You know how we are, making fun of our skin color. Y'all remember when they called me black and ugly, So that was another woman attacking me, right? So sometimes the women, like we see in Love and Marriage Huntsville, the men started attacking Melody. Now their wives is attacking Melody. For the life of me, especially Tisha attacking this woman because of her husband, because my soul did not want Tisha working outside the home. Melody represented an independent woman and a woman that could think with thoughts. Masu did not want Tisha to turn into that woman. So when Mel started, encouraging her to get out the house, encouraging her to get a job, my soul did not like it. But anyway, anyway, he decided that he don't like Melody no more, so he done convinced her not to like Melody no more. When he benefits, he benefits for her staying away from Melody, because if he could have it, Tisha will not be independent at all. But the kind of independence she got right now, he can control it. He don't want that Melody spirit around her, that free spirit, free to think, free to reason for yourself. That's what Melody represented. He do not want that around him. So we're saying that all the wives on there too are backstabbing Melody too. The black woman is always unprotected. Nobody hear her cries. Nobody hear her pain, the black woman pain. Okay? It says black women are also the most unprotected and disrespected people in society, because we do not receive the same amount of support as our counterpart, Breonna Taylor. Y'all remember the Breonna Taylor story? And matter of fact, I went down there, y'all. I went down there as an activist, yes. I went down there because I was, covering INFAT, the black militia group. I was not a part of them, but I was covering that group, that militia group that went down there. And so, yeah, they went down there too, because, why? It was taking them so long. This white man that killed this girl with a whole squad team. They killed this girl, and you see them on TV on the beach somewhere. The killers, with their family. So she using Breonna Taylor as an example of a black woman that wasn't protected. So what she say? Let's go. We are still demanding justice for Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor was murdered almost 136 days ago. That's when she wrote this. And her killers are still free. We are still demanding justice for Breonna Taylor after several months have passed without any action being taken against her killers. The same energy is not given to the Say Her Name movement. Yeah, when black women are in pain, we don't get a lot of sympathy. Look at how all the people dog Melody out. Even the women, they were saying that she was selfish. About that book, when at that book signing, when the kids did not show up on the book signing, the man already told him that he scheduled the book signing on the week that he did not have his children, right? And so, and then also he said he never did confirm it with her. So he was just going to force that book signing thing on her. But anyway, it was so many people couldn't understand why the girl didn't have her kids at the book signing. And then it's like as if her pain for what she went through, what she had went through, the man is just abusive. I mean, just totally abusive to this woman. This woman feared for her life at that time, her safety. But nobody cared about the black woman pain. Nobody cared. The black woman is the most least unprotected in this world. I knew I had cut the lights off, yeah, y'all. I got some lights, but I thought I was going to let y'all read with me, but it kept flaring up. Okay, I'm gonna put, oh yeah, I can't I, y'all? I forgot, I know. Y'all have to forgive me. I gotta go to Facebook. I forgot. I gotta finish my commentary on Facebook. So we're gonna go into the video now. Destiny. We're talking about Destiny right now, y'all. So Destiny, she ended up having one of the employees. Oh Lord. One of the employees said that they wasn't getting paid. So y'all probably can't see this, but I can read it to y'all. Still straight, no chaser. I know that's Dave Prince. Okay, it say, please delete if not allowed. I want to give a warning for anyone thinking about working for this business, as I don't want anyone else to go through the same predicament as me. But I see I ain't being ignored, and everything is just getting ridiculous at this point. The owner of McDonald's Beauty Supply has had plenty of time to contact me and come to a resolution regarding my pay at her business. And I haven't been reached out. It's been a month. That's what she's saying. And still nothing. No checks, no deposit, no contact, no nothing. I had to take Ubers and Lyft for 2 weeks straight and was scheduled only one day off a week. And in my time, I called in twice. I even went as far as to order some stuff for the business that they needed. I was still willing to give free or repayment as well, but I still haven't even been contacted at all. I gave my banking, my round info, as did the other girls that worked there. And from what I heard, they were paid. I was told 3 weeks from the start date I would receive a check. Now this is very long, y'all. In other words, she said Destiny could go all the way to New York and spend her money elsewhere, but she can't pay her. And so I went into that store, y'all. I'm wondering if it's that same girl that was in the store when I was in there. Yeah. This is coming from Ann Thomas. This video is the one who screenshotted your post. I wonder why I came to Messy Kitty. If I'm never around her, I'm gonna ask her. I feel that our communication has gotten a lot better. Have you heard about Wanda again speaking on our children, trying to question the paternity? Does Wanda say that? Hey, girl, I'm ready. She wanted my story. No matter now. You walking to the coming from Ann Thomas. You came to my story. You should have been pointed out like you did teacher. Oh, Wanda said? What's your problem? Okay, so I'm not okay. I'm stepping to you with this now. I'm supposed to be down in your face today. Did you see? Okay, y'all. Y'all had to go to the rest to see it. This is Ann Thomas' video. Yeah, let's talk about that, y'all. Let's talk about that. Turn the lights on. We gonna talk about what we just said. Yeah. Yeah, y'all know who the corporate was? It was all that. Y'all know who the corporate was? Martell. Martell started all of that, bad mouthing that woman. He turned everybody against that woman, and this is the results of it. Okay, y'all. Hey, okay. Y'all saw that fight, right? We're gonna start off with when they went into the store, right? Now, she said she got mad at her because she didn't speak to her when they come into the store. Now, I thought that, like, when you go in any one of these stores like Walmart or Family Dollar, they like, how you doing? They speak to you. You supposed to speak to the customer first. And then y'all saw that she was speaking to Kimmy at that point, and she just went off on the girl. But she had the nerve to peep her head out the damn door and talk about how she should have put her out like she got put out of how she put Tisha out of her events. Yeah. And let's start off with who's in the center of it. Now, I was looking at Marceau, right? We looking at the scenery we just saw. Not Marceau, Martell. I was remembering when he was talking about that girl like a dog to Melody. Y'all remember that? That girl, and then she turned on, Destiny turned on Melody with Martell. I even read where she said that Martell, she was upset because Destiny went to court with Martell to help Martell to try to get custody of the Hope's kids, allegedly. But then I'm thinking, how would she backstab Melody like that when Melody said she gave her money for custody for her, to fight for custody for her child? So now I'm looking at this. I'm looking at all three of them. I'm looking at Martell, Destiny, and Melody. You get Martell and Destiny. They teamed up against Melody, y'all. And all that was, to me, was because of Martell, the center of everything. He's the one who was on there bad mouthing his wife to everybody. So, they got jealous over her, and they like, oh, what the hell? They start doing it too. Yeah. And then let's go on to talk about Destiny. Destiny is not a good friend to anybody. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to show y'all that video in a minute while I was in her store. Me and my sister was in her store. I'm going to show that video next. So me and my sister was in her store. But before we got out the car, we went down the street and come back because we thought the store was locked. Closed. So then I told my sister, I said, just pull over. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to pull the door to see if they're locked. The door was open. Somebody was in there. So I'm wondering if it's that girl, the same girl that wrote that letter. She only had one person in there. And that girl told me that she worked all the time in that store. But anyway, the reason that we thought that her store was closed because she got those black tinted windows on there. So the store looks like it's closed. I never seen a business on the ad. I saw them, they have some, maybe a little bit of tint on there, but she got tint so thick on her windows too. It just looked like the store is bare. So I'm gonna get y'all this. I'm gonna turn it back, and I'm gonna read some of this, and then I'm gonna turn it to the show y'all when I was in her store. Okay, this one Lauren says, hi, beautiful. Hey, LaQuetta Taylor. Good morning, everyone. Yes, and she got a blessed hand, so good morning to everybody. Yes, Carolyn Winter. I'm glad Mel paid her haters dust. Yes, she very intelligent. Ain't she smart? Kimmy and Tisha are weak women who don't like the fact that Mel is a boss all by herself and wouldn't keep putting up with that cheating snake she divorced. Yeah, and that's what I don't get. They say what this woman done went through. They right there witnesses firsthand what this woman going through. I'm talking about the ladies. And neither one of them has stuck with her. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Even Tiffany is suspect to me. Now, the only one that ever really stood firm with Mel was Big Lou. Yeah, Big Lou had to tell Tiffany when Tiffany was kind of shading Melody. Big Lou had to tell her, you know, Melody been good to us. That's what he had to remind Tiffany. I don't know if y'all seen that part. But yeah. Pamela, good morning, Lucreta. LRGA Curves. Happy Sunday, Miss Black Titanic. Happy Sunday to y'all too. Some of y'all go to church on Sunday. Some of y'all go to church on Saturday. Some of us just spiritual beings. So we all love each other. Yeah. Carolyn Mentor. My Sue was trying to be. I put these glasses on, y'all. Here I go. My Sue was trying to be back in front of his brothers. He knows Martell will beat the hell out of him. Oh, he was, wasn't he? He way back scuffling. He knows that Martell will beat the hell out of him, and he would be snitching to the cops. Oh wow, like he called them on Martell before. Really? You know what? Martell forgive them. Them people right there, Martell will forgive him for a lot of shit, but he can't seem to have a good heart for Melody like he do those Scots. Okay, Miss Mentor. Tisha and Kimi would never have the strength to leave their cheaters. That's why they don't like Mel. She is powerful and strong. Yes. They just wanna remain in that rut. Meanwhile, they're gonna dogging her out along with their husbands. Yeah, that's why black women feel like they're the least protected woman. And then too, when the women join in too, it don't feel good. Now somebody might come in and say, well, you know, y'all be doing that to coleslaw. But no, it's a different. Coleslaw is not a victim. Coleslaw is the bully. In this case, we just state facts about her. She's the bully. She's not the victim. So I'm gonna turn the lights back off, y'all, and we're gonna see some the commentary and the Black history. Oh boy. All right, what's the name of it? It's been storming down here all day. How it been doing over there with y'all? Sometimes I forget y'all can't talk back to me. I'll be glad when I get that together.
It costs freshmen
what I got on
more
here?
than it did in my day. I'm not that old. I'm not the old one.
I'm just gonna start. Okay, y'all. This is just starting off of where I got it. I think I got it on the Black history, so we'll start from there.
Government to forgive student debt because student debt shouldn't stand between Georgians and their dreams.
We're going to show the video from the rec center.
Okay. Y'all know, I'm going to tell y'all what this is. This is Tamir Rice. I'm going to go ahead on and let it play. But I'm going to start from here and then we're going to go backwards. Tamir Rice, the man that shot Tamir Rice. Y'all remember the 12-year-old that was shot, right? In Cleveland, Ohio. They are protesting because the police have rehired him, right? So that's what's going on now. The police station have rehired Tamir Rice killer. So this will bring him back to the forefront.
And just so everybody knows, the video is compressed for time. So it has been compressed so we'll show it once, and then we'll go back and show it again, and there'll be some narrative to it.
That's Tamir Rice, y'all. Boy, just 12 years old, and all he had was a fake gun in his hand. Y'all see, just a little child playing. That's all he is. And I pass that part all the time when I go to Cleveland. And it just saddens me every time I pass that little playground. And while y'all watching this, I'm going to tell y'all what happened. Afterwards, he had his little sister with him. No, the big sister was 13. And she was inside, and she came out just while they were shooting. Or this could be her right here. I don't know if this is her right here. But yeah, she was outside, or she ran outside or something when he got shot. But they handcuffed that girl and threw her down on the ground and roughed her up. Yeah, she just wanted to hug her brother, y'all. He was still alive and he was crying, and she wanted to hug her brother, and they tackled that girl, handcuffed that baby, and put her in the cop car. Yeah, okay, they just gonna keep showing that over. Let me go on to where. Okay, here's this one right here.
Let's stop this.
They still talking about him.
Equals Plato's Closet. Find all the looks you love when you shop Bentley and denim,
This is
tops, and more.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Get more.
They thought we had forgot.
Closet.
He was fired from Cleveland's police department for lying on his job application, but he's better known as the officer who shot and killed 12-year-old Tamir Rice. And tonight we've learned Officer Timothy Loman was hired to become the sole police officer for a small town in Pennsylvania.
The mayor of Tioga Borough confirms Officer Timothy Loman was sworn in yesterday as the only police officer for a town of 700 people.
And tonight I spoke with Tamir's mother and the mayor of the small town about Loman's hiring, which is now shrouded in controversy.
This picture is going viral tonight. It features former Cleveland police officer Timothy Loman being sworn in as the sole police officer for Tioga Borough, Pennsylvania. It happened during their Tuesday council meeting. If that name sounds familiar, it's because Loman is the officer who shot and killed 12-year-old Tamir Rice. It happened in 2014 in Coudell Park. Rice was playing with a toy gun.
It just feels like there wasn't a lot of questions asked before him being sworn in.
That's kind of the sketchy part about it, is nobody's given any answers.
Tonight, dozens of protesters expressed their displeasure with the move in this small town of about 700 people. Tioga Borough Mayor David Wilcox showed up to the protest to address the crowd, and he also talked to me via Zoom about Loman's hire.
Before today, I had no idea that everything came back clear, that he didn't have any bad remarks on his record. That's the way it was presented to the rest of council and myself.
He tells me Loman was one of 3 candidates on.
Look, y'all, he look like Look, when we go get a job, they do a background checks on us. You mean tell me you don't do no background check on your own policeman? But let me tell y'all, he was not being able to be hired when he got out of the academy, because they felt like he had a lot of mental stuff going on. They didn't know what was going on, but they knew that he didn't have no business having no gun. So he couldn't get hired. He went to Cleveland and they hired this man. And within hours, they put him out on the street. He had killed a 12-year-old baby, Tamir Rice.
His radar for the last month and a half. Now, the mayor tells me he sat in on Loman's interview, and his time in Cleveland did come up, but nothing was ever mentioned about his role in Tamir's death.
I was not allowed to take his resume or look into his background.
Council unanimously approved Loman's hiring for $18 an hour.
It's shameful. It is very scary.
I talked with Tamir's mother, Samaria Rice, and she is incensed with Loman's hiring.
You don't want to see him work as a police officer anymore.
No, he should never work as a police officer, ever.
So how could this small Pennsylvania town have missed Loman's past? The mayor points the finger at his police committee.
I believe I was misled when I swore him in last night. I wrote his wrong last name on the oath of office. That all of that was withheld from me.
Are you guys planning to keep Timothy Loman on staff as your sole police officer?
So myself personally, it makes me sick to my stomach.
Mayor Wilcox says Loman has yet to work a shift, and he won't until this is all cleared up.
So the mayor tells me he's urging it.
Hey y'all, they thought we had forgot. We ain't forgot about that low-down man. They thought we had forgot. People still watching this case. And not only that, they had some other groups went up to the house of that man right there. One of those leaders, they went up to the house and they standing outside because it's not right. It's just not right to have that man. That man is not even stable. Okay, this gonna be Tamir Rice's mother, and what happened is that, y'all, when these people come into our community, we don't know what they coming in there for. Always be cautious. Now you got the Black Lives Matter group that came down there. Now, the grassroots people, I'm not talking about them. They've been on the ground, boots on the ground, trying to get Tamir Rice murderer convicted, you know. Then you had all of a sudden, these Black Lives Matter groups coming through there, and they start getting funds. But not one dime has went to none of these black men that have died. They have got over $40 million. They have not even paid for a gravestone for it. And this gravestone, and they get over on all these black men's death, but don't help the black families is out. Now some of those women, Miss Clay Kane, they are always using her son as a logo for the death to get money, but the one are homeless. So this is what Tamir Rice is. She's calling out Black Lives Matter, Ben Crump, Tamika Mallory, and all of them have exploited all this money, and they haven't got not one dime. They explored money off the death of her son.
After calling out Tamika Mallory for clout chasing and Benjamin Crump for ambulance chasing.
Sorry, this is TD News, but he changed it to TD Hip Hop Media. Y'all know that's where we always go to get our politics, so he changed it to TD Hip Hop Media.
And Samaria Rice, mother of Tamir Rice, along with Lisa Simpson, mother of Richard Richer, have released an official statement demanding that Tamika D. Mallory, Sean King, Benjamin Crump, Lee Merritt, Patrice Cullors, Melina Abdullah, and the Black Lives Matter Global Network need to step down, stand back, and stop monopolizing and capitalizing off of our fight for justice and human rights. We never hired them to be the representatives in the fight for justice for our dead loved ones murdered by the police. The activists have events in our cities and have not given us anything substantial for using our loved ones' images and names on their flyers. The attorneys in our fight are also misleading the impacted families. In the case of Tamir Rice, it was even questionable to whether Benjamin Crump knew the laws in depth in the state of Ohio. I fired him 6 to 8 months into Tamir's case. We don't want or need your pandering in the streets accumulating donations, platforms, movie deals, etc. off the death of our loved ones, while the families and the communities are left clueless and broken. Don't say our loved ones' names, period. That's our truth.
Yeah, they went down there. They did that with George Floyd too, y'all. The Black Lives Matter group, they hired by George Soros, some white rich guy. But the ultimate goal was to psych all the money out of the black community, all the donations. So nobody in the black community got any of those donations from Black Lives Matter. They got like 5 or 6 black faces that they put up front, and they the only one that reap benefits. All right, we're going to keep going.
What can I do?
So we're still on the black woman.
I'll let Samaria Rice 15 on the
I got to turn this. I don't know if this got a copyright.
Years killing.
Okay, we're still on where we at? We're still on the black woman is the most unprotected woman, y'all. So we're still on that, okay? So y'all looking at Tamir Rice's mother. She just was so unprotected. You know, even her son had got killed. She had no protection from the man that killed her son. He's just walking around. Nobody cares. I mean, we care. But the main people, like the system that's supposed to be helping her, refuse to help her. So, yeah, Tamir Rice, love and marriage, Huntsville. Ooh, okay, here we go with our Visit Destiny shop, y'all.
Share and subscribe. And remember, ego lies with ego. Alright now, hit that like button, share and subscribe. This is Arthur Elmo from the Black Titanic. Alright now, Black Titanic coming from you. Hit that like button, share and subscribe. Hey, this is Grandma. We're on the road again with Grandma. I am on my way to Huntsville, Alabama, y'all. So I'm gonna take y'all to the neighborhood that Montel House grew up in. It's called, can y'all see me? It's called Terry Heights. So I got family members that live on that street. It's in the northwest area, and every time Erin talks about the Terry Heights district, she's stepping on one of my toes because I got family and friends that live on that street. Oh, people on that street, mostly blue-collar workers. They own their home. They're not fancy homes, but they try to keep them up. And somehow my tail was scared to go on Terry High. He was the problem. Terry High. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Next time y'all see me out there in Huntsville, on the road again with Governor. Okay, this is Black Tie Planet. I'm in the hometown of Huntsville, Alabama. I'm pulling up at McDonald's. I'm in the car with my sister, y'all. Okay, I'm finna go in here, y'all. McDonald's got. Let's see what she got on here. Okay. Alright, see what she got on here. Burger hair, y'all see all that? Alright. Yeah, I'm finna go in here and McDonald's. This the parking lot where the drummer is going, y'all. Y'all see all them business around there with them cameras up there? They caught all that drama on their camera. Y'all. Definitely on this place. Look like it's closed. Hey y'all, I want you guys to come out and hold it, y'all. Y'all saw. Pay attention to that girl. I wonder if she the one who wrote that letter, the one that assisting us. Support my Johnny. I'm in Huntsville, Alabama, at Destiny Hair Store. It's nice in here, you guys. Y'all come on out. If you're ever in Huntsville, that's my sister. I was down there for the funeral. She had business. We gotta support our people. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm sorry. That was my sister in there. She been married over 40 years, and her husband had just died. He only been dead for about 4 hours. So I just got her at the house to try to cheer her up a little bit. So she didn't even know where this place. She's 7 minutes from this place and never been in it. Never. And then around the corner, about 3 minutes away from Madonna, is Black Loud. You can walk to Black Loud. None of them people don't patronize them. I'm definitely not here, is she?
No, she's talking a little later.
Do you want to be on my phone? Okay, you want to say something?
Hi, come out and support us. We're open.
Yeah, this Black Titanic.
Yeah.
I'm right here, and you have the green.
No, we don't have the gray. We just got white. So yeah.
I can do. What do you mean the white? I can have a big. Show me what you're talking about. Well, I'm here patronizing the business. While I'm here, I can say I did it. I don't even know. Girl, I'm so old school. I don't even know how to flip it around and get back to me.
It's the white, guys. It's like a white and black.
How much is that? This will be okay. All you gotta do is mix it in with the hair. I can need one pack. I love. They give me one pack. Yeah, that red is pretty too, but my hair ain't red. Okay.
Alright. Hold on, let me see.
That shirt is cute too, y'all.
Thank you.
She's selling these shirts.
Yes, you can go online and get the shirts.
Okay. Y'all hear that, don't you? You can go online and get your McDonald's shirts. This is definitely not here, y'all, but this is.
We'll be in tomorrow.
Okay, I'll be gone tomorrow, but anyhow, I'll be back in. Destiny is not here, you guys, but this is Black Titanic. Y'all see all the empty shells. Y'all come down and patronize. I don't know how to flip this thing back. Look. This is Black Titanic. I'm at Destiny store in Huntsville, Alabama. Come on out, y'all. Y'all come on down and patronize this sister store. Okay, y'all, there's my sister over there at the counter buying stuff out of Destiny shop. We gotta be proud of our sister. We gotta support her. We go in and support everybody else. You can support your own sisters. Yeah, we gotta feed each other. And we're gone. She has somebody to run her shop now because she's been so busy. Y'all see these little bags? Ain't they pretty, y'all? All my fans. Y'all come down here, y'all come to Huntsville, she located right here on Jordan Lane, 1010 Lane. Come down here and patronize this girl's business. This is McDonald's right here. Alright. This is Black Titanic or Grandma Alma. You're on the road again with Grandma. On the road again. Turn it off. We're in Huntsville, Alabama at McDonald's. Okay. Now, y'all, this is the Northwest area. This is where all the blacks live in Huntsville. Coleslaw, Mel, Marceau, and me. Next, I'm going to take y'all to the Terry Heights District where my kid grew up. My sister lived on that street. Alright, bye.
Yeah, I don't need to have myself right there. What's up, dog? I'll see you guys.
Y'all see, that's the same parking lot where I was standing in. That's where they had it out there with all that drama out there in front of everybody's business.
What's up, y'all? It's fine that you need that smell. I don't need nobody. I like to handle all my own, all by myself, but I appreciate it. I can't lie. So this is what I'll do. After I'm done, I will lie again. How about it? Okay, so I'm gonna come back in about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes. Oh, wait, my dad making his points, but they were over talking. They think they're so smart. They think they can say so much. Yeah, so they don't know why
there's some shrimps in there.
Oh, this is wrong. Let me tell y'all this right here. My baby all said she's having at the shop. Okay? For one, because all the kids on the floor, my life says I like that thing when it comes to that. And I mean that. 9 times I need to handle the most business. And you know, just John said somebody from the back. You come see me face to face. Who does that? Because I'm coming to you face to face, right? And then what y'all do? Y'all go face to face? Just roll your baby. Just roll your ball. What's up, y'all? Ain't quite like you need a smell. I ain't gonna need nobody. Y'all know I can handle all my own, all by myself, but I appreciate it. I can't lie. So this is what I'll do. After I'm done, I will lie then. How about that? Okay, so y'all gonna come back. Give me about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes. I'll be back. Oh, that's my dad making his points, but they will overtalk him. They think they're so smart. They think they can say so much. Yeah. What she said? Yeah, so then I'm gonna step out. So listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all this right here. One thing that I'm saying is serving for sure. Okay? For one, because all the kids out there who are not like serving, and like that thing when it comes to that. And I mean that. And I sound like I need to be like a kind of little business. You know what I mean? Tell something. Who jumps at somebody from the back? You come see me face to face. Who does that? Because I'm coming to you face to face, right? And then what y'all do? Y'all go face to face? Right? Ain't that what we do? Right?
Huntsville, Alabama, y'all. So I'm gonna take y'all to the neighborhood that Montana Host grew up in. It's called, can y'all see me? It's called Terry Heights. So I got family members that live on that street. Okay, this is Black Titanic. You can see I am at Black Lounge. Actually, Destiny Place is 4 minutes away from here. So downtown Huntsville, not downtown. This is
Okay, y'all, what I know about Black Lounge, when y'all see them showing y'all videotaping people in their lounge, they be people that came from Bessemer that drove all the way up there. People in Huntsville do not patronize their business. People in Huntsville really don't know the Scots. Now they grew, a lot of them that I know, they live on my sister's street. A lot of them went to school with Marlene, Martell mama and Martell dad. Most of those people that live on my sister's street, but they don't know nothing about them Scots. They don't know nothing that they build. They can tell you what Martell and Melody done built, but they can't tell you what the Scots done built. Nobody don't know them. The Black Lounge. This is Alma. This is Alma in my hometown, Huntsville, Alabama, just showing y'all Black Lounge. This is the Northwest area right here, where all the black people live at. Okay, on the road again with Grandma. My next stop is to take y'all to Terry Heights, where Martell Homeschool at. Anyway, I'll be staying in Terry Heights tonight, because that's where my spending night at, that's where my family lives at. Bye, y'all. Have a great day. Hey, Black Lounge, y'all. Uptown. Look like they got this whole lot. Go ahead on, Keisha now. They got this whole lot, y'all. Hey, this is Black Tie Ted coming after you. Guess where I'm at? I am in Huntsville, Alabama. I am in the old stuffy ground of my town. Anyway, y'all, I just visited Schultz. I actually went into my dining and bought some items out of there. That's Destiny's shop, my sister and I. But now I am in the Terry Heights area where I will be spending the night at. Yes. Let me turn it around so y'all can see. This is Martell Holt's old stomping ground. Y'all remember when Elden always talking about, oh yeah, he's scared to go back to Terry Heights. He's scared to go back to the Terry Heights district. Okay, y'all, that's called Edmonton Heights. Edmonton Heights and Terry Heights, they like twins to each other. So my sister corrected me. She said this is Edmonton Heights, and Terry Heights is just around the corner from there. So this the same neighborhood. They all look alike. Blue collar workers. Most of the people own their own homes on the street. They're not no big homes or nothing, but they keep the area up. That's what she keeps saying. And let's see, look at all these people over there. Kind of remind me of Friday, that street. Y'all remember the movie Friday? That's what that street remind me of. Okay, y'all, that's that. I got one more to show y'all. So, yeah, Destiny, her place gonna close pretty soon if she have a personality problem, y'all. Shoot. Okay, let's see what I want to watch now. Oh, I know where I want to go to. Alrighty. We're still on tomato rice, y'all.
It was just a normal Saturday for us. Every Saturday, my children would go to Cordell for the availability of the Wi-Fi and a gym in the game room. The snow was just beginning to fall, so they would also play outside. They would be throwing snowballs already. It's a making her be warm.
This is Mom.
Too soon.
It's been 5 months since a rookie police officer in Cleveland fatally shot 12-year-old Tamir Rice. As the investigation continues, the boys' family and friends struggle to make sense of their loss.
It's normal. A single mom from the inner city of Cleveland just trying to, make a way out. Now I'm out here fighting for justice for my son.
I was very close with him. He felt like a little brother to me. We would swing on the swings, play tag together, friends, run around, and just make funny videos. He was goofy when I was around. Things that we always did in the summertime was chase squirrels and mess with his sister.
A little boy down across the street, their friend, he usually would knock on the door on some Saturdays, ask the kids was they ready to go to the rec.
The plan was to meet at the park, and I had the toy gun. Then later on, the day when we met up, I gave it to him. A while back, it got damaged, and it shouldn't be used anymore, so I moved the tips at the pet, took it, so shooting again.
There's a guy that holds up this pistol, you don't saw me face, but he's like pointing at everybody.
Look, Alice, this is Miss Rice. I'm thinking if I get up early today, I'm right outside, could you grab her and I'll come in and sign the book? To me, and Tajay were fairly tall, so, people can mistake them at any time, but they were still kids, it doesn't matter. And kids that plays with coloring books and Legos.
When the Times visited the Rice family in early March, they had moved out of their home, located just a block from the park where the shooting happened.
Now, we don't want to see that neighborhood for real like that, not right now. Not on memories. I just was ready to try to start healing just a little bit.
Tamir's mother, Samaria, and his older sister, Tajay, were staying in an emergency shelter.
You didn't really eat it. I know you will. We ain't got nowhere to sit at, Let's try to go to the library.
The family was homeless,
This here is police headquarters.
so their lawyer, Walter Madison, drove us to the quietest place we could think of.
Is Tamir in that book? It says disasters. The traffic, true tales of death and of tragic, of destruction. I asked Tajay to read the book. Tajay struggles with reading, so it's hard.
That's a sister that
and I told him it's just not allowed in my house. So I never bought him toy guns. Not even a BB gun, not a water gun, not nothing. I don't know, maybe because with my mom and what I see my mom put me through and stuff. My mom was a prisoner at 89. So for manslaughter, that's what she was charged with. It was domestic violence though. The domestic violence dispute. And she ended up shooting the guy and he died. So, I was a witness on her trial at the age of 11 and a half years old. So you can just imagine what my life has been like. I made a bad decision in 2012, which made my record not so good.
The little sister, that's her at the table, y'all, that was with him when he got killed. And they handcuffed her and roughed her up a little bit.
Called out a drug trafficking case. I don't know what I was thinking. My main thing is to make sure they stay kids for as long as possible. When you see that video of how they sped up so fast, you would think a child would run. My son wasn't running, he was scared. You know what I'm saying? He was scared, like, what's going on?
Radio, shot fired, mail down, black male, maybe 20.
Two little boys came knock on my door and said the police just shot your son twice in the stomach.
They were like, oh, that's your brother. So I ran. I came up. Two police officers tackled me, threw me on the ground, handcuffed me, and put me in a car. The same car that shot him.
Lord Jesus.
I come up and said, you shot my brother and my brother's dead.
Y'all hear that? They put the little girl in the same car with the man that shot her brother, that maniac that shot her brother.
I was really destroyed that how could this happen? He's only 12 years old. It feels as if I'm the one to blame. But mostly it's the officer's fault because he just shot him.
In March, the city of Cleveland stated in a legal defense to the family's lawsuit that 12-year-old Tamir was responsible for his own death.
We are apologizing today as a city to the family.
That phrasing caused a public outcry, and the city quickly adjusted its defense.
For our poor use of words and our insensitivity.
The new language also cast blame on Devin Mims, Tamir's 16-year-old friend, who gave him the toy gun with the orange safety tip removed. In early April, Samaria and Tajay moved into a new home they found with help from the shelter. This is still West Cleveland, but farther at least from the park and the painful memories.
I kept Tamir's pants. Y'all see that? Y'all see all that damn money that Black Lives Matter got? $40 million goddamn dollars. That's what pissed me off. $40 million ain't give this woman not one dime. This woman homeless.
I just bought him these. Yeah, my son was a big boy, but that's okay. Me and Tajay did these masks in the shelter with our grief counselor in the inside. I don't know why it's so hard for me to show emotion, but my son never had a chance, and I'm still waiting on answers why and what happened. 5 months later, and it's this shock. It's shock. Okay.
So the black woman is the most unprotected woman. Nobody cares about the black woman tears. Now, I'm going to go to one more and then I'm going to call it quits. What's her name? Emmett Till. We're going to show y'all the difference in the way they treat us compared to how they treat the other nation. Y'all know the story of Emmett Till, right? The lady killed Emmett Till. He was a little boy, 14 years old. They said he was whistling at her. And so they pulled him out the house and just mutilated the boy. I mean, you couldn't even recognize his who he was. But anyway, this is the Emmett Till story. Now, watch how they protect this white woman.
Once I did tell my story, the whole world knew about it.
We're still fighting for equality. We're still fighting for respect.
We get a chance to play something that we've always wanted to play.
I can't remember a day that I have been free from the memory of Emmett's death.
Is there anyone living that you still hold culpable?
Yes, Mrs. Bryan herself, and I understand that she has remarried, and there was a posse that came after Emmett. There are just so many people involved who are yet living.
Roy Bryant and J.W. Milam were far from the only people who butchered Emmett Till in that equipment shed. There was Leslie Milam. There was a family friend or two there.
Back in '55, why didn't the FBI get involved? There was no transporting person across the state line, so you didn't have, from what I understand back in the day, you did not have jurisdiction.
She died with her boots on.
Y'all see Rosa Parks?
She died working. And regardless of her sickness, regardless of what she came against, she always wanted to get back on the battlefield.
the struggle for emancipation and her outrage of all personal
mom, y'all.
to transform a people and redirect their course for nation.
Mrs. Mobley said that she forgave, and that took a lot for her to do as a mother. I think she really wanted to know the truth as to what and why this woman would tell the world that her son did these things.
He was only 14 years old when she's still alive, y'all.
No
She
one
on
can
Facebook.
establish
On Facebook
what
enjoying
her
her
primary
life.
motivation was for telling the story that she told about Emmett Till.
When we look at the different versions of what happened in the store, for it to be such an infamous part of American history, we really don't know that much about it.
The Justice Department has said today that it's going to reopen an investigation into a racially motivated murder that occurred in 1955.
There was a DNA test on the body of Emmett Till to determine whether or not the body was indeed that of Emmett Till. This question was one that the jury used to acquit J.W. Milam and Roy Bryant.
They decided to exhume Emmett's body, and Simeon was the cousin that they took the DNA to compare.
So they came to the house and took whatever they needed. So this proof right there was Emmett.
They closed the case after they had accumulated 8,000 pages of evidence in the case.
There was not enough evidence to bring Helen Bryant to trial. Nobody could actually finger point her and actually put her in trial. That was not a possibility that she would be tried.
Carolyn is still there.
Y'all see that? Protecting that white woman. Because of her, that boy was murdered like that. And then she's still alive, y'all. She's on Facebook. You can go pull up on Facebook right now. She enjoying her family.
She's 87. She's the only one living that was involved.
And she talked to nobody. Yeah, Ann Bradley appeared at the door with a camera looking over his shoulder, but he got the door slammed in his face. And 5 and 6 decades after the fact, I got a call from a nice woman in Raleigh, and she said, "You might know about my mother-in-law. She was named Carolyn Bryant, and I was wondering if we could get together and have coffee." Got in the house, she hugged me in the hallway, just like every Methodist church lady I ever knew. Then there was a piece of pound cake back in the kitchen and a cup of coffee for me. And then she starts mumbling, "Well, they're all dead now anyway." She talked about, the story about Emmett Till and putting his hands on her stuff. She said, "You tell these stories until they become real. They feel real." She said, but that part's not true.
Y'all see that? It's not true. This woman lied on this boy and on this child. And everybody still want her to be picked up and be arrested. They got an arrest warrant for her since way back from the 60s, and they still ain't arrested this woman. And so we want her arrested. Hell, they picked up Bill Cosby. They talking about she too old. Bill Cosby older than her. Bill Cosby going on 100 years old. He was 90-some years old when they picked him up on some fake rape charges. And then I thought it was a statute of limitation on rape. It ain't no statute of limitation on murder. But that woman is evil as hell.
And she said, nothing that boy did could ever justify what happened to him.
She lied.
When Tyson said that, she said what she said, I said, wow, I felt great. I said, man, this is what I've been waiting for 50-something years, to hear something like this. The truth is out.
When Tyson's book came out, and he said that she had recanted, that's what led to the reopening of the case.
And shortly thereafter, family member came out and said she didn't say that.
I told the FBI from the start that I had not found anything in their report nor in my interviews that was going to be prosecutable.
They went to Carolyn, they went to the author, they went to the daughter-in-law, they went to the son. They also questioned the woman that did transcriptions for Tyson. None of them could validate that they heard her say that she had recanted her statement.
They're not gonna, they're gonna protect
them. Approximately 3.5 years, and at that time the family was called in, and we were told that there was no new evidence, nothing sufficient to continue with the case.
Y'all see why we deserve reparation? Y'all know how these people just humiliate us. Our blood is soaked all in this earth, our ancestor blood. And they still don't want to give us reparation.
Following the exhaustive multi-year investigation, we now know that the case is closed.
This is a document that we received on December 6th from the FBI headquarters, where the family was brought in to brief on the findings. After carefully review of the evidence relating to Carolyn Bryant's alleged recantation and the circumstances surrounding Mr. Till's murder, we have concluded there are no living suspects that could be federally prosecuted for Mr. Till's abduction and murder. They could not bring any new charges, and at that point they had decided that the case would be closed.
Hi everyone, Drew Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out ABC's YouTube channel. If you want to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.
Once I did tell my story, the whole
It's just an immature story, y'all. I'm just trying to see something. I wanted y'all to see what he looked like.
That we've always wanted to play.
I think I just saw this, right? No, we just saw this.
As I was driving here to Mississippi today.
And started millions of them on their way to fighting for democracy in World War II.
What the hell this here? This still immaterial, y'all.
And started millions of them on their way to fighting for democracy in World War II.
A lot of people don't talk about Emmett's father. His father was a soldier overseas in the war.
The policy of the War Department was to segregate very, very deeply the armed services.
The military, can you imagine? A Negro goes over to foreign soil, thinks he's free. You're not in Mississippi anymore. You're not in Chicago anymore. You're in Italy. Right? You're in Germany. You're in foreign theaters of war. Don't you ever forget who you are.
Mrs. Till, Mimi, received a telegram, and the letter was a lie. It left out the truth of what had happened to her husband. It said, soldier died outside of combat by his own fault. June evening, in Supervecchia, Italy, there were American forces occupying that part of Italy. The only light.
Hey y'all, I didn't know that. I just turned it on here to see some more Emmett Till, but they're saying that his daddy died in the army under suspicious activity.
It was because of a false alarm air raid on the American base nearby. There was the shooting of an Italian woman, murder of an Italian woman, and there was an alleged rape of 2 of the women.
Oh Lord, they don't charge him.
Well, Till and his friends had a night off. They were drinking, they sat around, they drank half the night, and so they became the #1 suspects, and they became convicted. They were convicted.
When it went to trial,
The woman who was making the accusation was asked, is the person who raped you in this room? And Emmett's father, Liz Till, was sitting right there, and she said no.
No eyewitnesses. No one ever identified Till or his friends in the courtroom when the victims were sitting there. No, never any identification. All kind of circumstantial evidence.
So he was executed just because. She did not say that he raped her, but they still killed him.
And this was not unusual. It was like a lynching or
They hung him, y'all.
an execution.
Oh my God.
Emmett was nearly 4 when I got the telegram, much too young to absorb any of it. For him, all that was left of his father's life was the ring that had been returned to me by the Army, the one with the initials LT.
What I remember personally is that nobody ever talked about Emmett Till Sr. Nobody talked about it. That was the weird part about that whole scenario back in those days. Nobody knew it, nobody asked about it, it just wasn't spoken of. Bobo was 4 years my senior.
Although he was our great protector.
Wait, y'all. Emmett Till looked like Tamir Rice. Y'all pay attention to Emmett Till's photo and pay attention to Tamir Rice's face.
He could do whatever, tease, but nobody else had to do it because he was very protective of us.
We live next door to each other. We right there from day one. We right there next to each other. This picture was taken about 1950, and I was about 11, 12 years old. Emmett was about 9 or 10. As long as I can remember, he stuttered real bad all the time. Some things he just couldn't get words out. You know?
He had polio as a child, as a baby, and that left him with that speech impediment. He spent his money mostly on us, on myself and my 4 siblings. He just had a kind heart that way. He just wanted people to be happy. He was a happy child, and he wanted people around him to be happy. The last Christmas, we had a beautiful Christmas, 1954, I believe it was. It wasn't like Mississippi when I was a little girl. Everything we had was in his shoebox.
We had the pictures taken of Bo and all of the clothes we had bought him, lying across the bed and of course posed next to me, our mother and son portrait.
Emmett got that hat.
He looked just like Tamir Rice right there.
During the summer of 1955, Moses Wright came to Chicago.
Moses Wright, my grandfather, he's Emmett Till's great uncle.
During the course of that visit, Emmett learned that his best friend, his cousin, Will Parker, was going to go back to Mississippi with Moses Wright, and he had to go with him.
And he was very aggressive about trying to go, I understand.
So Mamie Till had the talk with Emmett. When a white person speaks to you, you then speak to them with respect. Get off the side of the road. No sudden movements. No sassing. Fall on your knees. Bow down. Scrape. Apologize. Beg for forgiveness should anything like that occur. Maybe you have to try to warn Emmett against that, but at the same time, but have fun, baby. It's a tough assignment.
That is the dilemma, and continued to be the dilemma of the black mother, of the black family, of just trying to find a place where your kids can grow up safe and healthy and whole. That is a struggle, a conversation that every mother has. But the realness of it was understood, because those were the conversations we'd have to have in our household as a black person out there when you step outside of your community, that you may not be safe. And that was the truth
for so many people. I remember conversations my mother would have with my brother as he was getting older and starting to drive and venture out. That was the air we breathed.
Shoot, y'all don't know. I done got chased by the Ku Klux Klansmen so many times. I even got chased up a tree when they raped my friend. Yeah, them Ku Klux Klansmen. Now it was no laws, so they did what they want to do with black people. It's like when they came and pulled Emmett Till out that house, they knew that they were going to be covered by the law.
We met up and he got on the train and we traveled together to Mississippi.
1955, Emmett Till was heading in August to Money, Mississippi. 1955, what happened? 1954, Brown versus Board of Education. My God, the Supreme Court decision.
Joe Biden standing right there with his
Board of Education was the court case that led to schools being desegregated, which means
okay, y'all, right here, Joe Biden was hell. He gave black people hell. No way was these white kids going to school with these black kids. No, hell no, you know. He just said so many negative things about black kids and why we shouldn't go to school with his children. Now his son is the biggest addict there is. Yeah, he want to lock all black kids up. But when his son got in trouble, he don't want to lock his son up. He say that the son need to go to a drug retreat center instead of prison. But he'll lock so many black guys up.
Means that the black kids and the white kids could go to school together.
White politicians are looking for votes of fearful white people.
Yeah, because the underlying fear was not just, we don't want our kids going to school with black kids. It was, what's going to happen once our kids do go to school with the black kids? Are our daughters going to date the black boys? Are they going to bring home the little brown babies?
Yeah. They ain't stopped there. They never stopped there.
Before Emmett Till arrives in Mississippi, an activist, Lamar Smith, is shot in broad daylight, 10 a.m. in the morning, because he's trying to register black people to vote. This is the Mississippi into which Emmett Till came in 1955 in that summer.
There's already tension. There's already fear. There's fear of someone like him before he ever steps foot in this state. Before he ever steps off that train.
Thanks for checking out ABC's YouTube channel.
Turn the lights on.
Show highlights and watch live event coverage.
I'll turn the lights on. Let me see what this one say. Melody got receipts. Let's see if I can do this like a tenor. Yep, that was something else. We did that. I was trying. Let me see one more thing. If I can pull it up, if not, then I'm gonna call it quit. How y'all doing out there? Huh? Melody hopes. Okay. No, this ain't what I want. Melody hopes. So receipts. I'm getting there, y'all. Receipts. Oh, okay, here you go. Right here.
And check out the official trailer for Pretty Little Liars, Pretty Little Liars Original 7 coming soon on HBO.
We back on Love and Marry Huntsville.
I pull away to focus and concentrate on myself, but I didn't abandon Destiny. The first time that I heard of Destiny being upset or feeling like I wasn't a good friend was at the reunion. On a stage with other castmates in front of the world. And it's interesting to me because Destiny actually, went through a divorce and finalized it and didn't tell me that it was final. She kept that to herself. So it's interesting to me that she was expecting something from me that she didn't get. I pulled away to have time, just like you, when we were at the reunion and was asked, how is your relationship now with Melody?
your response was, I don't know, I haven't talked to her since we left.
Destiny, what's your friendship like with Melody now?
I'm confused because I went from talking to my girl every other day, and I haven't spoken to Melody since we left. I heard that and knew that wasn't accurate. So you're making a face at me. So I'm going to show you, Destiny. Me being the person I am, I didn't want to call you a straight up liar on that stage because I could have. But the facts are, September 6th, you said, what's up, Mel? Mind you said you hadn't talked to me at all. September 7th, I said, hey, morning, on my way to the bill, what you got up? You didn't respond. September 8th, I watched you again. Morning, rise and grind, what you up to this morning? You said, just chillaxing.
I didn't say chillaxing, so.
That's what you said. Go to it. You said, I
don't ever say chillaxing.
You said, girl, okay. Then I say, you up yet? So I bet you didn't send me this picture. I did, absolutely. This is our thread. I'm not gonna fake no thread. You sent me this picture of you out on some water and said, much needed. I said, yes, good for you. You deserve it. Then September 10th, I said, hey, making sure you're good. Don't be rude. I'm sorry, what? Don't be rude.
Y'all saw that, didn't y'all? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna turn the lights back on, y'all. Yeah, y'all saw that, didn't y'all? She found them receipts out on that girl. That girl was trying to make her out of a liar. She didn't know she gonna have them receipts. Yeah. That's right, Destiny. She found them receipts on your tail. Yeah. Yeah. Here I go, y'all. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all went through adventures, then y'all took y'all back to the 50s. Back in the Ku Klux Klansman days, y'all. Woo, we were rough back in them days. Lord have mercy, I remember them days. Back down there in Bessemer and Birmingham, they would have on their sheets, and they'll just see somebody black. They be trying to find somebody they can hang. That was their activity. Y'all heard about the Black Wall Street tussle. They nicknamed that the Black Wall Street, but they nicknamed Birmingham Birmingham, B-O-M-B, because they were always bombing black neighborhood in Birmingham. Now, it was Birmingham and Bessemer was very progressive, building nice homes. And then, y'all never experienced this, but, I come up in a time when we were segregated, where everything in your area is black owned. You go to the corner store, it's black owned. You go shop, black owned. Go to the gas station, all your teachers black owned. Yeah, restaurant, the movies, shoot. I remember when the movie was 25 cents and it went up to 75 cents. My mama had a fit. Oh, Lord. She like, the movie went up to 75 cents. She like, Lord Jesus. Y'all can't, I don't know why I can't be sending y'all to the movie. It's too high. Oh, boy. Now, every time I go to the movie and take one of my grandkids to the movie, I start laughing because I be like, y'all, I can remember when it used to be a quarter, then 25 cents. Yeah, when we go to the movies. Anyway, y'all, we talked about today, the reason I chose that topic is about the black woman feeling like she is the most least protected. Now, all these women, like Mel case was different, right? She felt like she least protected around her husband. And her husband has caused by him degrading her and attacking her verbally all the time. He have caused his co-castmates all his castmates is treating this lady the same way because he is the center of everything. He's also the center of coleslaw. So let me read some of this stuff with y'all to see what's going on. Oh, well, they get me glasses on, y'all. Yeah, sometimes I don't know how Mel could take all that. When you go to work and everybody at work against you, and you know you feeding everybody. You help feeding everybody because of what you, they butt wouldn't be on TV. Okay, Sonia Martin, good morning. And then I can't see everybody. Kimberly Craig, no disrespect, but those young Huntsville working class do patronize. Okay, babe. Yeah, some well, the ones I know don't. But anyway, it's great if they do. Yeah, it's great if they do. I'd rather see them in her shop than the more Asian shop, you know. Kim Siron. Hi, Grandmama. Love you. Pieces. Keep educating our people. Thank you. Marshawn. Hey, Marshawn. Hey, Miss BT and friends. I just came in, so I'm going to go back to the beginning. All right, baby. Chit chat with QT. Hello, BT and chat. Let me red ball back. Okay. Clap God. I know it hurts, but there is always justice. You might not think you get away, but those officers will pay. Yeah, I hope so. That's why they didn't want him to get away. The officer that killed Tamir, no, they not gonna let him get away. If anything they could do, they keep a job out of his hand. So he thought everybody had forgot. Yeah. Okay, Kim Cyrus. Melody has standard that Tisha doesn't understand. It's okay for my soul to treat her that way because she wants nothing different. You know, you really look up her home bringing. I was thinking, I saw little clips of Carlos and when they was on the Carlos show, her and Marceau, and they were actually serious and arguing over who owns Letitia. Like Letitia don't have a mind of her own. Mama said, well, I had 10 years of her. And then he said he had 10 years of her too. Like as if both of them raised her. Marcel was acting like he raised Tisha. Yeah. I'm like, if I was Tisha, I would feel insulted that they sitting up there talking about me like I'm a little girl. I'm a little bitty baby where they got the raise. All right. Darlene, good afternoon. I haven't been on here in a while, so I need to catch up. Love the look, beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, let me see if I go back up to the top, if I missed anybody. Ooh-wee, a lot of y'all up here. Oh, praise God. Yeah, I don't never know how to, anyway, hit that like button, y'all. Hit the like button and share. Monique King, good morning, Grandma Oma. Yeah, good morning. Carolyn, good morning. Linda Gamma, good morning, Queen. Carolyn Minto, that's good. It will make your mouth feel better once you get those teeth out. Yeah. I took my time this time and just don't let them do what they want to do with my mouth. Everything except for trying to convince me to get those implants. I'm scared of them. Y'all ain't gonna put no implant in no old people mouth. Shit, I'm scared. That's a foreign object in my gum. I was thinking it would be, as old as I am, would create a lot of gum diseases because it's a foreign object in my gum. So I don't want it. My daughter told me, I'm going to pay for it, Mom. I'm going to pay for it. And that reminded me of, y'all know, when I started got out there working in the hospital, I started doing home health nursing. And I would go to these old people's house and they would have microwaves up there. I had this lady like 3 years. It took a whole year to use that microwave. She was just scared of it, but she'd rather cook her food from scratch. But it really was better though. She's scared of cancer and all that radiation going into the food. Well, but eventually she started using it. Yeah, so all this modern technology coming out when you old, you don't want to change. Okay, so Brenda Gray, Martell is a weak man. He's a buster. He's very weak, y'all. That man is very, very. How you want a man that's your man against the community DICK? Everybody in the community to get it because he don't have no control over himself. And I was thinking about how with Melody, how this beautiful vacation with her children has turned out to be so toxic afterwards. Why? Because coleslaw then came right on in there and try to disrupt whatever good memories his children can have with him. Yeah, I be reading the comments. And I love to read comments because, people in the comment area are very intelligent. And one person that stuck on my mind said that, they felt like Coleslaw wanted to push her son off on Melody. She want them to be like, accept her son as one big old family. That's why she wanted her son to film. Look, she said she didn't, but I found that tape. When she realized that she couldn't film with them. She said, well, I'm going to see if my son could film with them. That's what she said. She said, I wouldn't mind if my son can film with them. So she goes right now, when she bringing up all this filming, she going to push the not be on there. But he might stand a better chance of filming than her, though. But yeah, she won't Knox to film. And that girl have no respect for herself. I just keep thinking about how you gonna talk under your own clothes and disrespect yourself. And this man have not checked this girl not one time for talking about Melody. Not one time. He'll call her names, and she wrote back talking about some he be calling Melody her name when he be having sex with her, but I don't believe it. As much as he called Mel, somebody yesterday said that all he do is call Mel name. Good or bad, he called Mel name. So I want to ask her, is he calling you peasant? Would he be saying peasant in the heat of the moment? Or would he be saying 15% in the heat of the moment? Because in public, we don't hear nothing loving about you coming out of Martell's mouth. We don't, for her to sit up and say that, when he be having sex with her, he calling her name. Girl, please. And then I would feel embarrassed to tell somebody that. Now, if Martell told her that means that he had no respect for her. How would your man come telling you about having sex with somebody else, even if he claimed he calling your name? That's disrespectful. Anyway, y'all, we gonna go get up in here. Let's see what else I got. Mel will do what she has to always done. Take care of herself and the kids, yes, and pay coleslaw dust. Yeah, that's right, like she is a gum under her shoe. Wow. I like that. Pay her dust like she gum under the shoe. That's right. That came out of the box. Oh boy, she got the shoes that came out of the box with gum on it. Martell is too weak to protect Mel. She is good. Yeah. I think that was his problem. Somebody else said he was jealous over Mel. And you know what? I got to thinking. I could see like he act like he was jealous when she would be getting recognized for all her accomplishments. And I remember one day she came back to the table. He said, why you don't never call my name up there? Why everybody always calling you? And she ignored him. I'm going to say allegedly. Okay, Carolyn, good morning, Queen. Good morning back. This is Pamela. Patricia saying good morning. Y'all have a blessed day, everybody. Yes, you too. Everybody be blessed. Miss Carolyn Miller, let's see if, yeah. That's why Kiki and her husband and Stormy and her husband would be good for the show. Yes, y'all know that. I don't know what's wrong with Carlos. We got Kiki and her husband, and now Kiki coming with some real shit. She ain't coming all fake. And I was thinking that we need to put up a petition to get them Scots out of there, except for Kiki. She's not a Scot neither. And then Stormy, that girl has got a $40 million empire. Yeah, we want to see that. We want to see that about Stormy, but they don't show that. And then he could have had her on a nightcap. Y'all, he had people to represent the black community. He had Stormy he could have put up there for the nightcap. Well, he going to bring on Miss Wanda. He going to bring on Masu. And they up there dogging out Melody. Okay, let's see what else she said. They are gaslighting men and don't mind being with a strong woman with a mind of her own. Yeah, those husbands that Stormy got and Kiki got, yeah. Yes. And you know what? Martell was, if you call it de-emasculated, I always get tongue-tied, but he felt like he should have been the king, and you should worship him and look up to him, but he's not the type of man that you can get to lead. Every woman likes a man to lead. I like a man to lead too. But if you can't lead, I can't follow your standards. And that's why him and Coleslaw get along so good, because they act alike and think alike. Yes. Okay, Carolyn. I'm glad Mel paid her haters dust. That she did. Kimmy and Tisha are weak women who don't like the fact that Mel is a boss all by herself and wouldn't keep putting up with that cheating snake she divorced. I didn't understand why those women's against her. The women's, out of all people, they see all the pain and hurt that this girl went through. And then to top it all, besides Destiny seeing all the pain and hurt that this girl went through, the girl was financing her, giving her money. She giving this girl money, and this girl gonna say she wasn't a good friend. Y'all just saw when she came with the receipt, where she tried to lie and say that Mel wasn't contacting her on Mel said she was blindsided sitting up there on that stage for her to say that. And then that was she come up with all these receipts of them communicating. And then not only that, she sent her a picture of herself too. Wow, that was proof too. She was at the beach and sent her a picture. Yeah. They all just got behind this woman back and backstabbed her, even her husband. It's so hard for me to trust that man, y'all. Y'all watch him. Just watch everything he say. He's still blaming Mel. Even though he say that he changed, he's still gonna throw that in there. The reason I cheated was because Mel wasn't doing what she's supposed to do sexually. And I'm going to tell you something. Everybody think it's oral. She was giving him oral. Allegedly, he's a backdoor man. And a lot of black women don't like that backdoor stuff. That's what they say allegedly, like to go in from the back door. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes, most women don't like that. Anyway, y'all, I'm finna go, and thank you guys for being here. You guys hit the like button. You guys share. Thank y'all so much. And y'all finish reading up on that Emmett Till, okay? Y'all do that. Get your Google Emmett Till and read up about Emmett Till. Now, what they doing right now, they done brought this back up to the forefront. I saw it on the news. Her old tail standing in front of the judge. So I don't know, and they trying to still put this woman in jail. That's why I say the black women is least protected. the white woman is always protected. Even if she lied and they know she lied, they still protecting this white woman. And then if we look at Tamir Rice's mother, oh, Lord, what that girl woman going through. Least protected. No tears for the black woman. No tears for Emmett Till mama. Emmett Till mama died like 2 years ago. Still ain't seen no justice for her son. And when somebody told me that woman was on Facebook, I went and looked at her. She on there, they out, her and her kids, they out having good times, just different events with her and her children, while Miss Mamie, who is Emmett Till mama, still suffering, trying to get justice for her kid. I'm telling y'all. Okay, good day. Thank y'all for everything. Everybody, thank y'all. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for sending me cash out. Those that want a book, I always specify. So some of y'all, I guess, just be sending me money. Thank y'all. So about this monetization, my daughter's still, trying to convince me. But I do know that when you teaching Black history, stuff like this, showing y'all stuff like this, they will strike the channel, or they pull your YouTube away from you when they paying. Like they say, anybody that pays your bill controls you. So I'll just try to continue on giving y'all Black history class. Y'all just donate, that's all. Whatever you want, just donate, that's all. That helps me. So when y'all donate to me, I'll just use the money. I go straight on, order the books. I might have like about $3 left after I send the books, so I'm not really getting nothing from the books. Yeah, I have about $3. All right, bye y'all. See y'all later. Love y'all. Thank you. Okay? See y'all tomorrow.